Hey there, Internet friends. Trevor Starkey here with another special Thursday episode of Movie Monday. I originally wasn't going to do this. I was originally going to try and watch like Krypton and make that a TV Thursday, kind of do the normal thing. But I sat down and watched Ready Player One last night. Comes out today, but I went to like a late night before screening kind of thing, and I really enjoyed it. So much that I want to talk about it kind of in a non-spoiler sense, but then also on Monday, as per usual when I do these kinds of things, I'll have kind of a spoiler-filled version of my review. But so, kind of going in spoiler-free here, I have not read Ready Player One. I have the book. I got it in, I think, one of my very first Loot Crates. It came in with that, and I just never actually got around to reading it. So all I've really known about the story is what I've seen kind of in the trailers and stuff, and I was like, nothing in the trailers really wowed me. And I was like, okay, lots of like fun little Easter eggs and cameos, and it's gonna be like a boon for anybody who runs those who does those videos for websites. Like, here are all the things you missed in Ready Player One, because there is absolutely a shit ton of that kind of stuff. But watching the film itself, I really enjoyed the story. It's very kind of archetypal storytelling. There's it's good guy versus bad guy. Kid in the virtual reality world kind of goes on the hero's journey, 3 quests to win the ownership of the virtual reality world, the Oasis, and he makes friends along the way, and there's a bad guy, of course, that kind of pushes back against him. Very, standard kind of formulaic stuff there, but it's just charming and wonderful all throughout. That I had a big old smile on my face the whole time. And the biggest takeaway that I had and what I tweeted out after seeing it was that I get that people are going to not like it, and I get that it's going to, annoy people. And there are certainly some, storytelling kind of like conveniences and stuff like that where I was like, okay, well, is that really believable? Doesn't matter, because I had a good enough time. But the real takeaway that I had was, as somebody who, especially through the Kind of Funny community in particular, has made a lot of friends online in the realm of video games recently in the last few years, and then has carried those friendships beyond and become kind of turned those into real life friendships where, I have friends coming out and seeing me here in Phoenix, or I go out and see them in San Francisco or whatever. Getting to do that, I was very much seeing my story kind of on the screen in a sense. You're following Wade Watts, who is your main character, played by Ty Sheridan. His avatar in the Oasis is Parzival, is the name of the character, and he's kind of questing. He's trying to unlock this quest for James Halliday's 3 keys. He's hidden 3 keys in the world of the game, and whoever's the first person to find them gets ownership of the Oasis. And people have been trying and looking for 5 years since Halliday passed, and nobody's been able to find it yet. Nobody's been able to complete the first challenge. The first challenge is, as we've seen in the film and you've seen in a lot of trailers, this crazy race filled with all sorts of pop culture stuff. You got King Kong in there. You got Tyrannosaurus Rex coming out and attacking people. I'm sure a bevy of other things in there, but you're racing through the city, and nobody's able to get through the race. And so we kind of pick up with him giving it another shot. He meets this kind of mysterious Artemis is her name. She's kind of a pro Gunter, I believe is what they refer to them as, kind of people chasing after the treasure. And then you've got the Sixers are the basically the bad guys, because there's a company that's basically just hiring people, or even through kind of slave labor and indentured servitude, forcing people into trying to play the game and complete these tests and stuff and these challenges. And I'm totally veering in way too much into story. Overall, I really liked the characters. I like the interactions. You've got kind of the characters in the real world, but then you've also got the characters in the virtual world, the Oasis, and it works in the Oasis. The whole world does kind of have a little gloss of CGI, which of course makes sense. but it never feels intrusive in the context of the film. So I really like that. And it's, at least it's excused that, things look a little off because it's a computer simulation. It's a game that they're all playing. Overall, I really enjoyed the characters, the interactions that you get with the group of friends kind of coming together, or people coming together on this quest, and then kind of like continuing on that friendship out in the real world as they try and kind of complete the quest with the bad guys and them kind of always closing in. It was very much, again, just kind of reminiscent of like the friendships I've made through the kind of funny community online, on Twitter, in gaming, whatever, and then I've carried those friendships into the real world. Like, this movie tells that story for me in a language and a visual language that I understand and can appreciate, because you've got a ton of like little cameo Easter egg references in there. You've got Master Chiefs, a whole bunch of Master Chief avatars running around. You've got Tracer from Overwatch and all sorts of like characters from just across pop culture. They really do a good job of kind of picking pop culture moments. The second challenge I won't get into because I think it's kind of spoilery, and it's very fun to kind of discover in the film. But like that was just a phenomenal piece of kind of like an homage to certain pop culture. Even though I haven't seen the particular thing that they're kind of referencing, I know enough of the landmark iconography of it that I was able to follow along with everything that they were doing, and it was just a ton of fun. There's a lot of humor in here that worked really well for me. And the action's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I really enjoyed the film. I look forward to kind of diving into the specifics and the spoilery things on Monday. But, like, even actors and characters who were, like, in this film, like, I 5 minutes in, I'm like, oh, they're in this movie. Nice, cool. I did not know that. So, it's been, like, I'm glad I'm kind of going in a little blind. I'm glad I didn't have, like, the weight of the book behind me, because I could just go in and enjoy this movie. It's a fun movie. There's a lot of great humor. There's a lot of heart to it. It does have, again, some kind of story conveniences and stuff, so it's not a perfect movie, but I had a great time with it, and I hope other people do as well, because it was just a lot of good fun. I look forward to seeing it another time or two this weekend. So those are my spoiler-free thoughts on Ready Player One. Let me know what yours are in the comments below. As always, I've been your host, Trevor Starkey from TrevorTrove.com. You can follow me at SnarkyStarkey on Twitter. And until next time, from here at the Trove, treasure your friends.